Alright, what's up everybody? Hi, hello, I'm Dovei. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, when I finished this set of battles and this ensuing cutscene last time, I may have forgotten a little something, because I only remembered about it when I went to go grind up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and then do what I call a little bit of quote-unquote movie magic, and by that I mean I'm loading a save state. I kept the save file on the memory card for before this cutscene, and I'm gonna view this cutscene because it is a pretty important one. And then I'm gonna load up right before the next plot battle, which is what people are here for. But yes, since plot is part of this video game, I decided let's go ahead and entertain it. So yes, meanwhile at Zeltenia Castle, Delita is greeting a rather... Remember, last time we saw Ophelia, she was informed she was not real. And now Delita is mocking her because he's such a swell, upstanding guy. Also in the PSP version, this is fully voiced and actually a really damn good scene. But yeah. And of course, Ophelia is just completely despondent, having learned of her entire fate. And of course, we don't even know her real name, or even if she's really noble. She could be common for all we know. She could be highborn or low. And here she's wondering, what was it all for? What was the point if she wasn't even actually a princess? Meanwhile, Delita basically can kinda actually relate. Always being used by someone, always being manipulated, always being just a part in someone else's grand scheme. He can actually kind of relate. This is where Delita's mask slips. Like, this is genuine Delita talking. Whereas before, Delita was just kind of being a jerkbag and being part of the schemer, and now he's realizing that what he went through, he's kind of inadvertently helping put someone else through. No, I genuinely believe Delita cares about Ophelia. I genuinely do believe this. Despite the ending, I actually do believe this. I'll get into more of that when we actually see the ending, but I actually do believe what Delita's saying here. I do believe he does care. And I'll get into the why of that later, and then the ending well, we don't need to go in that. I said I wasn't going to get ahead of myself, and I'm not about to turn that down now. But anyway, yeah, see you at the end of that grinding. Wow, what a bunch of grinding that was, huh? Totally didn't know the save state was the grinding. So, yeah, some stuff has changed. Ramza spent a little bit of time as a monk, and isn't mastered yet, but basically is. The reason I did that was for Junk. Eventually, through Spillover JP, he's gonna learn Hamedo, but I'm also still kind of on the fence about him using Hamedo because it's really kind of broken in story battles a lot of the time. Nothing new in the roster. I got rid of, like, despite all of the grinding, I got rid of exactly one yellow chocobo. It was kind of weird, but yeah. Nothing new with Ramza. Some equipment change. Nash got some equipment change as well. Actually, I don't want that black hood. It's either going to be diamond or just another twist headband. There we go. Power sleeves because they give +2 PA. Its armor I'm more or less going to use for the rest of the game. I'm probably going to change that later, but like, yeah. Some new ninja weapons. A rug for Casey the Dancer because Geomancer is, wait for it, mastered, I want to say. Yeah, completely mastered. There's nothing else for her to gain as a Geomancer, so she's going to stay Dancer for probably the rest of the game. Also, I don't need game JPF. I kind of did forget to, like, Let's go train. I forgot to abilities here for a sec. And punch art. There we go. I'm going to give you attack up, actually, but, you know, later, maybe. That's good. And then, yeah, I made Connie a Time Mage. I was gonna have her be a Black Mage with Summon Secondary. I realized Time Magic is a little bit more useful. I did learn Regenerator on White Mage, so she gets Love Tapped and basically is regen forever. And I did learn something on Black Mage. I learned Magic Attack Up. So, let's go ahead and... Well, I don't need that right this second. Kinda want to stay learning stuff on Time Mage for a while longer. Teleport. There we go. Teleport's a fun one. I'll get into why later. And gain JP up for now. Do I still have those red shoes? Yeah. I'm sorry I'm taking so long in this menu, but yeah, it's kind of a thing. I'll explain teleport in a little bit. It's kind of broken, but also kind of not. So, yeah, that's the thing. Anything interesting in Dancer? Probably not. Brave Up. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. Now, as you can probably tell by the fact that this video's been 6 minutes in and I still haven't recorded anything yet, or haven't done any battling yet, should be pretty good indicative of how little I care about this battle as a whole. So I'm gonna go ahead and save, and yes, I've been keeping extra save files here, just so I could show that cutscene and make it look really easy. Anyway, yeah. Equipment changed after Urbana. I never showed that off, but yeah, like the diamond stuff is available, power sleeve, all that other fun stuff. And chemist here, junk here, you there, you here-ish, and here. So Grog Hill is sort of a breather battle after all of the weirdness that was Urbana Monastery and how heavy that was. It kind of neatly bifurcates Chapter 3. There's the Chapter 3 stuff going up to Lazalia and then back down to Urbana, and then the rest of the other half of Chapter 3 going to Rio Veins. Also, I guess Ramses' position is fixed. Also, these guys are kind of like really done with fighting, and Ramza, being the guy he's after, is like, you know what, we're just gonna stand to the side. So yeah, no battle here. These are Nenten deserters. These are Gultana guys who left because, yeah. Like getting enemy grass, huh? He's a heretic, they'll execute him sooner or later. And go home by killing him. This is our last battle. Alright, so this is the final battle. Our squad against the heretic and their guys. It's pretty fitting of a final battle, really, but I don't know, this battle's kind of hard. They have a ninja. Oh, I did something else too. I didn't actually equip it, but yeah. He has learned concentrate. Cannot evade attacks. If enemy is targeted in panel, attack is sure to succeed. Basically, it kind of makes things really, really broken. And, yeah, no, the joke just kind of fell apart a bit. Right. Also, I bought some magic shurikens, and I cannot throw them with them. Okay, well, whatever. Fair enough. Yeah, this battle is just a bunch of generics. 2 squires, 1 archer, 1 thief, 2 chemists. The chemists are actually, by and large, the hardest part of this entire battle. But compared to all the crap you probably already went through at Rio Veins, this is not really much of anything. I'm surprised that chemist didn't move into attack. This archer probably can hit? Yeah. Yeah, the rain kind of lowers your accuracy a little bit. This is Hell Ivy, isn't it? No, that's Pitfall. Okay, I don't know what Pitfall does. Dang, can't quite reach there. So let's do this. Oh, it's a donut. Okay. It's right there. Woo! Disable proc. So I would say typically and continue that long-standing meme. I don't need to. This battle just kind of is nothing. There's just not much to this battle at all. Tackle. I'm kind of surprised that hit. 75 is kind of a risk for me. So here's how teleport works. My movement range is effectively everywhere. However, the move stat still matters. Now I have a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Within that 4 tiles, teleport has a 100% success rate. Outside of that, it starts to deteriorate by about 10% per tile. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be a 90, 80, 70, 60, and so forth. It's a fun skill. It kind of negates the jump stat entirely. And it's just overall just fun. So I need to get, like... Here's fine. And if it fails, you just lose your move for the entire turn. Okay, that's still a 2. High potion, you catch. And Shiva should effectively take care of these guys. Now, this is not my brightest idea. But I feel like being a little bit stupid and nearly killing this chemist, so they'll probably waste all their turns healing him back up. You can't act at all, so just, you know, heck off with ya. You're probably gonna come up and punch me in the head. With a charge, no less. Oh, you know X potion. That's very bad for me. That did not last nearly as long as I would have hoped. Well. Okay, I thought you knew Phoenix Sound for a second. It's like, wait, you're a chemist, you can throw item. So yeah, she got left tapped. Here's regen. Gonna pick on her, of course. Oh, wow! 9% chance to dodge that, and you did. Well, Baruni. I could slow dance. I honestly don't need to dance here. Oh, you're immune to whatever I'm throwing down. It's don't move. Okay. No, that's only 50 damage. Let's go. Probably should have hit the archer, but whatever. And, like, as you can see, I'm still not necessarily up to par level-wise, but at the same time... Should wait it out. That's a huge risk I'm willing to take. Hey! And just to make sure you don't come out of it this time. Bab. Yeah, I can do that too. Oh, that's a flail. Right, variable damage. You hate to see it. Hate to see it happen. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. And that is why I will never equip a flail. That was a charge. That was an archer charge attack that did 18 damage out of a projected 76. Now that was an extreme low roll, and it can go higher, but it's not worth in my opinion. I want to know how much damage I'm doing at any given time. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Ramza take the kill here. Now I'm underleveled, but I should be fine. And if I'm not, I'll know outside of Veins. Hey look, Disable is cured. Cool. Gonna charge it up again? Try again for a nickel? See, it can go over. And if it had gone over, I'd be dead. So, that's the thing. Bap. Too bad Catch doesn't work on bullets. Oh well. That's just, them's the breaks. Right, meanwhile, this chemist has kind of got a problem being right. How much are you gonna do here? 200. Someone else can take care of that chemist. Another good thing about rugs is you can attack 2 tiles away. Kind of like a spear. Pretty good at that. Teleport is kind of handy. That's only 48. Let's give you the full treatment here. How hurt am I? No, I'm not hurt. Cast it on you. Be nice. You. Yeah, no. The reason this video is so long is because I screwed around so much in the beginning. And I'm like, sorry, but also not. Repeating fist. Consecutive normal punch. Too bad. Well, we lost the final battle. We're gonna have to load our save point somewhere in mid-chapter 4. Gosh, it's been a while since we saved, but God, I think the last time we saved was before deserting the Nantan, so that's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, kind of not a good way to end the LP, but you know, here it is. We lost the last battle. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. Jokes aside, here we are in the rain. Oh, hey, look, it's Olan, surrounded by Nantan Knights. This would have been a much more interesting battle. This is a dangerous heretic. What'd you do? Well, funny story. How many cardinals does it take to fit into Cuchulainn? Just one. Anyway, you want to fight? No, you're not a deserter. You're just a heretic. You're a wanted criminal, but not a deserter, so I don't care. But, for the record, your brothers kind of want you dead. If Lard quits, Goltana would too, but that won't happen. I don't believe you. But also he kinda does. And yeah, Ramza has the Germanic scriptures. This would end the war basically in a heartbeat. It would force Goltana and Larg to the negotiating table to recognize that the church has been manipulating him this whole time. But in doing so, he would give up any leverage he has at all at getting his sister back. Is it selfish? A little bit, but I can't blame him. This is a good what if. What if he were to hand over the Germanic scriptures right now? And despite the fact that he's not actually joining our party, he is among our friends who we can count on to at least not stab us in the back. And in that sense, I'll take that. Now, in case I forget a cutscene, okay, we're good this time. I'm just gonna be, like, paranoid about that. So the next battle may end with a random battle, but, you know. Is what it is. But that'll do it for this one. Next time, we're going into a city and probably straight to hell, because that's how things go. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Love your faces, and peace.